I am not finished yet. The silence is not the end. It's where my voice begins.
Ashes in the air, breath held tight. Every shadow I pass holds a different fight. I walk a road they cannot see. Each step is a vow, I will not flee. Crumbled ceilings, broken ground, but I keep moving without a sound. They say I'm quiet, maybe I am, but silence taught me how to stand. No parade, no guiding star, but I kept walking scar by scar. You don't see the weight I bear, but my heart beats, I'm still there.
Every breath I take is a choice I make, to not disappear, to still be here. I rise through the noise I never made, through the echoes of a life I've remained. Not to win, just to stay, to mark the sky in my own way. Even when no one sees my climb, I press forward against the time.
Still here, still walking, still writing the words I once erased. Days when trying is all I own. Nights when I break but don't condone. Growth is silent, it lives beneath, where no one looks, where I still breathe. They talk of strength and roars and fire, but I built mine in quiet desire. I'm not the storm, I'm the rain, soft and slow, but I remain.
I've carried hope like it was mine, even when it cracked with time. I don't need a finish line, this walk alone is still divine. I climb, not to rise above, but to feel again, to fight with love. I fall with grace, I fail with light, but I get back up every night. No ending here, no final scene. I breathe again where I've never been.
What they don't see is what I live, the tiny fights I always give, to get up when it's not enough, to stay kind when the road is rough. Each step is not for praise or fame, it's for the me that overcame. So let them miss the silent roar, I'm rewriting what pain is for. No climax, no big reveal, just a soul that dares to feel.
Still here in the breath between, in the chapters that go unseen. Not whole, not healed, but real, and that's my power, I feel. You'll never trace the path I took, but they wrote strength in every look.
No spotlight shines, but I still rise. No finish line, just open skies.
This is not noise, this is not failure, this is the sound of staying.
Echoes of the unseen. Still walking, still becoming.
I'm still here, I'm not finished. The road disappeared beneath my feet, but I walked anyway. The fog stayed thick, but so did my will. I don't shine in gold or glass, but I survive, I outlast. They see the winds, I feel the war. Every silent breath a metaphor. The world expects a louder song, but I've been strong all dreams I haven't given to yet. I'm not the fastest, but I never stopped. My feet kept moving when everything dropped. This isn't about winning, it's about staying. Not about loud strength, but quiet remaining. Heartbeat, love, heartbeat, and every failure carved a map on the walls inside my chest. I followed it in silence and gave myself what I deserved best. Not applause, not proof, just the courage to move. Tell me I'm slow, but I made it. Tell me I fell, but I faced it. This pain, I laced it into boots and kept pace with dreams they buried under doubt. I dug them out. You don't have to be unbreakable, just willing. You don't have to scream, just keep filling your name into each new breath. I climb through fog, I walk in silence. Each footstep is defiance against the end they expect. I'm still here and still correct. You'll see a fire, I'll feel a whisper. You'll wait for sound, but I am the flicker that stays. This is strange, not giving up.
In the silence of the doubt, I feel the fear, I hear it shout. But deep inside, a voice breaks through. I won't give up, I'm stronger too. Heartbeat racing, palms are cold. Every step feels uncontrolled, but courage whispers in the storm. Keep moving, this is how you're born. I'm not made of steel or fire, but I've got a soul that won't retire. Scared but here, I take the leap. This is where the brave ones speak. Fear won't stop me, I ignite. Even in the darkest night, rising when the pressure's high. I was born to touch the sky. Lights may fade, but I won't fall. Bravery is standing tall. Not without fear, but through the flame I rise again, I own my name. Shake, I stumble, but I breathe. This is how the brave ones bleed. Not the absence, but the choice to fight the fear and raise my voice. I'm not perfect, I'm not calm, but I'm a storm with open arms. Scared but loud, I stake my claim. This is how I play the game. Fear won't stop me, I ignite. Even in the darkest night, rising when the pressure's high. I was born to touch the sky. Lights may fade, but I won't fall. Bravery standing tall. Not without fear, but through the flame I rise again, I own my Leave the past, don't just pretend. In the fall we find our flight. We become the spark, the light. Every step into the night is a step into the fight. Dreams begin where comfort ends.
Don't stop, don't stop.
Mountains move when hearts believe. The truth is stronger than the grief. Chains were made to hold us back, but wings are found in every crack. Now I'm dancing on the edge, faith in flames instead of dread. All it takes is one bold move to change the world inside of you. Dreams begin where comfort ends. Write your name in winds that bend. On the rise you'll hear your voice. In the noise you'll make your choice. Fear will scream but still you go to the place where dreamers grow. Dreams begin where comfort ends. Dreams begin where comfort ends. Write your name in winds that bend. On the rise you'll hear your voice. In the noise you'll make your choice. Fear will scream but still you go to the place where dreamers grow. Dreams begin where comfort ends. Take the leap, don't make amends. Let the fall become your flight. Let the fall become your flight. Every no will lead to yes. Every mess turns into success. Dreams begin where comfort ends. Where comfort in the stillness of the dark, where no voice can echo far, there's a shimmer soft and true, a flame the night can't undo. It doesn't shout, it doesn't scream. It walks beside your broken dream. Through every shadow you survive. The quiet light keeps hope alive. When silence feels like heavy stone and you believe you're all alone, remember what you cannot see is holding on so patiently. Hope isn't loud, it doesn't roar. It's in your breath, your open door. A gentle pulse inside your chest. It stays when life puts you to test. It flickers in the darkest rain. It whispers through the quiet pain. It doesn't need the world to see. It shines for you and quietly. Even when you're torn apart, it's hiding in your quiet heart. No spotlight glow, no thunder sound, but in that hush it's always found. Hope isn't loud, it doesn't roar. It's in your breath, your open door. A gentle pulse inside your chest. It stays when life puts you to test. When the world feels hollow and wide. there's a light that never fades, guiding you through darkest days. Hope isn't loud, it doesn't roar. It's in your breath, your open door. A gentle pulse inside your chest. It stays when life puts you to test. You don't see me in the spotlight. I'm not made of gold or flame, but I've walked through all my midnights, and I'm still here just the same. They say heroes always shine, but some of us just endure through every shadowed line. We fight and waste so pure. No bright parade or perfect face, just breath held in a quiet place. And even when I fade from sight, I'm burning with surviving light. You don't have to shine to be strong. Sometimes just holding on is the song. Every scar, every breath you fight, that you glow, that's surviving light. In the silence I still move, not to win but not to lose. I've got nothing left to prove. Still I stand, I still choose. You won't find me in a blaze, but I've lived 1,000 ways. And even when the night feels tight, I carry on with quiet might. You don't have to shine to be strong. Sometimes just holding on is the song. Every scar, every breath you fight, that you glow, that's surviving light. They won't sing about this flame, but it's lit through fear and pain. And though the world may never see, this fire still burns in me. You don't have to shine to be strong. Sometimes just holding on is the song. Every scar, every breath you fight, that you glow, that's surviving no cheers, no crowd, no sound, just the pulse beneath the ground, where no spotlight ever shines, but strength is built in quiet lines. I've stood where silence wrapped me tight. No battle cry, no flash of light, only breath and time and pain, and steps I took again. just a line. Strength is built in silence, one heartbeat at a time. No thunder, just defiance in every quiet climb. It rises in the stillness where no one sees the fight. But I've been building fire in every sleepless night. I've failed and fallen more than most, but never let go of the ghost that whispered you are not yet done. So I walked toward a breaking sun. No anthem in the wind I tread, but I remember what was said, that even when the light won't shine, a pulse can still redefine. Strength is built in silence, one heartbeat at a time. No thunder, just defiance in every quiet climb. It rises in the stillness where no one sees the fight. But I've been building fire in every sleepless night. Let the world forget my name, I'll still rise within the flame. No better race, no crowd to cheer, just the rhythm keeping near. Strength is built in silence, one heartbeat at a time. No thunder, just defiance in every quiet climb. It rises in the stillness where no one sees the fight. But I've been building fire in every sleepless night. One breath, one step, that's how the fear begins to fall. Not a leap, just a flicker, but even a spark can break it all. I've stood frozen in my doubt, waiting for a way, a sign, a shout. But silence said, just move your feet. And I felt the ground beneath me beat. It doesn't take a firestorm to change the path you're leaning on. Sometimes the light's a single tear in a heartbeat chasing off the fear. The smallest step can break the grip. You don't have to run, just shift. Even trembling, even slow, you're not stuck, you're letting go. Every move, no matter small, is proof don't forget that. Another dawn, another breath. The sky didn't wait for loud applause, just for you to take the next step. Eyes still heavy, heart still bruised, but you're standing and that's truth. No one saw the nights you cried, but the sun rose right by your side. You don't need to win to shine, you just need to cross the line. And if you're here, you've won the fight. The proof is burning in the light. Every sunrise says you stayed, even when the world had frayed. Even when you broke inside, you breathed, you moved, you didn't hide. The morning glow, the golden fire, is proof you never lost desire. You didn't quit, you didn't fall. The sun says you outlived it all. They'll never see the war you faced, the nights you danced in empty space. But every sky that turns from black is saying you came back. You are not your loudest cry, you are the light that won't say die. And every day you rise again, the world restarts because you began. Every sunrise says you stayed, even when the world had fried. Even when you broke inside, you breathed, you moved, you didn't hide. The morning glow, the golden fire, is proof you never lost desire. You didn't quit, you didn't fall. The sun says you outlived it all. So if you're here and still unsure, let this dawn become your cure. You're not weak for feeling pain, you're a storm that walked through rain. Every sunrise says you stay, even when the world had frayed. Even when you broke inside, you breathed, you moved, you didn't hide. The morning glow, the golden fire, is proof you never lost desire. You didn't quit, you didn't fall. The sun says you outlived it all.
In silence where the echoes hide, I held my breath beneath the sky. Wings once torn, now gathering light. A flicker grew into the fight. Falling low, I lost my way, but embers glowed beneath the gray. No one heard the battle's cried, still somewhere deep I stayed alive. I don't need to be unbroken, every scar is just a token of the storms I've passed on by, and how my soul still wants to fly. Even broken wings remember how to fly. Through the darkest winds we still reach the sky. Piece by piece we rise again, hope ignites where pain has been. You don't need perfect to soar high. Even broken wings remember how to fly. There were nights I feared the fall, but I stood back up through it all.
What was lost is not the end. I found my strength to rise again. Held by threads but not by shame. Every crack still knows my name. I don't need to justify the quiet fire that makes me try. Even broken wings remember how to fly. Through the darkest winds we still reach the sky. Piece by piece we rise again. Hoping nights where pain has been. You don't need perfect to soar high. Even broken wings remember how to fly. Lift your gaze beyond the fear. The sky has always waited here. Every heartbeat says begin. The wind will always let you in. Even broken wings remember how to fly. Through the darkest winds we still reach the sky. Piece by piece we rise again. Hope ignites where pain has been. You don't need perfect to soar high. Even broken wings remember how to fly. The lights went out, the noise was gone, but still your heart kept beating on. No need to shout, no need to prove. The fact you're here says more than truth. You've walked through fires no one saw. You've braved the nights that broke the law of reason, calm and perfect ends. Yet here you are, you rise again. You don't need a trophy shine to claim the fight that still is mine. If you're breathing, if you care, then you're still riding, still right there. You are still standing, and that means the story isn't done. The dream still leans toward the light, toward the rise. Even now you're touching skies. Every breath a rebel sound. Every heartbeat shakes the ground. Know the end, just burning pages. Still standing means you're not through stages. You've whispered when you couldn't scream. You stitched yourself back in the seams. You've danced alone in shattered halls and turned each crack into a call. They wrote you off before the turn, but you're the plot twist, feel it burn. What they saw as fading light was just your fire learning flight. You are still standing, and that means the story isn't done. The dream still leans toward the light, toward the rise. Even now you're touching skies. Every breath a rebel sound. Every heartbeat shakes the ground. Know the end, just burning pages. Still standing means you're not through stages. So don't look back in fear or shame. Every scar has earned its name. This is not a closing line. It's just the beat before you shine. You are still standing, and that means the story isn't done. The dream still leans toward the light, toward the rise. Even now you're touching skies. Every breath a rebel sound. Every heartbeat shakes the ground. Know the end, just burning pages. Still standing means you're not through stages. spotlight ever found your name, but you kept walking through the flame. They never heard the steps you took, no witness stood, no record book, but every silent inch you won was louder than a loaded gun. Doubt may scream but never stays when faith walks slow and still obeys. Your strength's not noise, it doesn't plead, it just shows up and plants a seed. Your quiet persistence is louder than doubt. Every whisper breaks the fear down loud. No need to roar to prove your might. The path you build becomes your light. Every breath you didn't quit is louder than the world admits. Keep moving step by silent shout. Your calm is louder than the doubt. Shadows on repeat, still here, still whole, still not erased, still walking with unshaken grace. They'll chase the noise, they'll miss your climb, but time will echo in your time. The rise they thought was far too slow will be the thunder when you grow. Your quiet persistence is louder than doubt. Every whisper breaks the fear down loud. No need to roar. Doubt. So take your time, don't chase the race. You're building power pace by pace. The ones who last don't always flash, but still they blaze beyond the crash. Your quiet persistence is louder than doubt. Every whisper breaks the fear down loud. No need to roar to prove your might. The path you build becomes your light. Every breath you didn't quit is louder than the world admits. Keep moving step by silent shout. Your calm is louder than the doubt. It started quiet, just a spark in the corners of the dark. But deep inside, it held a name, a flame that wouldn't play the same.
You were told to dim the light, to cool the fire, to fear the night. But it kept burning, fierce and white, a voice that wouldn't hide inside.
You're not a flicker meant to fade. You're the blaze they can't evade. Let them doubt and pull you down. You were made to wear the crown. The fire within you was never meant to burn out. It's the roar inside that breaks through doubt. Rising higher with every flame. You're not a shadow, you're the name. Even ashes scream your power. This is your unstoppable hour. You're not breaking, you're the fire. You were made to rise higher.
They tried to box your storm in steel, to hush the truth you always feel. But heat like yours rewrites the sky, turns every fall into a flight.
This is not your end, your close. You're the light that always grows. Don't let silence shape your fire. This is fuel to take you higher. The fire within you was never meant to burn out. It's the roar inside that breaks through doubt. Rising higher with every flame. You're not a shadow, you're the name. Even ashes scream your power. This is your unstoppable hour. You're not breaking, you're was never meant to burn out. It's the roar inside that breaks through doubt. Rising higher with every flame. You're not a shadow, you're the name. Even as you scream your power, this is your unstoppable hour. You're not breaking, you're the fire. You were made to rise higher. It's not a race, it's not a win. It's every beat that lets you begin. You don't need to be alright to feel the music move tonight. Scars can shimmer in the light if you let them breathe, not fight. This isn't a line you cross one day. It's a rhythm that you learn to play. Some steps back, some forward slides, but every echo keeps you alive. Healing isn't a finish line. It's a rhythm, yours and mine. Sometimes slow, sometimes bold, sometimes breaking, sometimes gold. You don't have to be complete to let the ground beneath you be. Just move, just breathe, just stay alive. You're dancing, healing, that's the high. Hurt and some days heal, but every moment helps you feel. Even when it aches, it flows, and something softer starts to grow. You don't need applause to mend, you just need time that doesn't end. And with each drop and every rise, you'll find your balance in disguise. Healing isn't a finish line, it's a rhythm, yours and mine. Sometimes slow, sometimes bold, sometimes breaking, sometimes gold. You don't have to be complete to let the ground beneath you be. Just move, just breathe, just stay alive. You're dancing, healing, that's the high. Fall, spin, stumble through, but never doubt what's pulling you. It's not perfect, but it's true. Every beat is part of you. Healing isn't a finish line, it's a rhythm, yours and mine. Sometimes slow, sometimes bold, sometimes breaking, sometimes gold. You don't have to be complete to let the ground beneath you be. Just move, just breathe, just stay alive. You're dancing, healing, that's the high. Flag at the end of pain. No race you run to break the chain. But in the beat you learn to bend. The dance becomes your way to mend. You took a breath when no one cheered. You moved alone with all you feared. But every step you didn't fake built the rhythm you now make. It's not a sprint, it's not a test. It's falling soft and rising less. But in that motion there's a grace, a quiet fire you now embrace. Healing isn't just a win, it's a rhythm deep within. You don't rush, you don't retreat. You let your heartbeat find the beat. Even slow, even bruised, you're still moving. free, some days you glide, but both are dancing from inside. The tempo shifts, but still you stay a part of every sway. It's not a track you have to chase, it's presence you begin to face. And though it breaks, and though it bends, the rhythm knows, the rhythm ends. Healing isn't just a win, it's a rhythm deep within. You don't rush, you don't retreat, you let your heartbeat find the beat. Even slow, even bruised, you're still moving, still in use. This is not a goal you grip, it's a rhythm, not a script. So keep your feet where music plays, even in your quiet days. It's not perfection, but it's true. The rhythm never leaves you.